Hello, welcome back to the beautiful Boise State Sports Arena here, and tonight we're starting off with another CRL matchup where the BSU Broncos are going to face off against Ottawa. Currently, the Broncos are 3-3, or actually, sorry, 4-4, and Ottawa's the ones who are 3-3. But the Broncos are off to a strong start here off a win of UNLV, I believe. Yes, last night was the win that we took off of UNLV. So we're in a good mental state, and we have a lot of promise here. As always, I'm your host, Colin Junkin, and joining me on the desk is Noah. Sorry if I butcher this name, Gadara.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
All right, solid. So to start everything off, who do you think is going to have to sort of lead the way for the Broncos to help them get the W here tonight?
So to anybody who's watched our Rocket League team, I think we're going to have to see Durtho obviously put up a good performance. He's always been the primary goal scorer here for this Gil Durtho Instinct squad. Obviously, Gil and Instinct can always step up and fill that role if needed. Yep. But I think the easiest way is just to have Durtho get those goals, set up those shots.
Yeah, definitely if you watch before, you know Durtho will be an extremely powerful offensive tool that the Broncos have most definitely used in their past before. And before the matchup, I had the honor to talk to Wayton, their coach, for the side of it all. And some of the notes that I had is we're in a pretty good mental spot in terms of what was described as a slow start or sort of a bad start against teams like UTD and SDSU that we should have really won those matches against. Unfortunately, did not garner away, and that sort of struck us, made us off to sort of get into some quicksand, honestly. But we're right back on the tracks. We're in a good mental spot, actually described as a really good, extremely good mental spot, and we've got a good game plan. Wow, English is a difficult language for me to hear tonight. A really good game plan going forward. So I'm more than confident that the Broncos have their ability and have the mindset, and they've reviewed the VODs, they've gone over everything, they find the mistakes and the gaps in the armor, and they know exactly what to do going forward. And it sounded like Ottawa's going to be an easy match for them. But, of course, my help and Wayne's help is nothing compared to Doc's keys in the game, which in Rocket League are to create mistakes, punish the double commit, don't overstay, you're welcome, and bump opponents to disrupt. Doc's keys of the game are brought to us by Drop-In Gaming. Drop-In Gaming is the premier on-fight platform for gamers who seek competition. Play your favorite games to win cash and prizes through the fee and paid entry matches and tournaments. Whether you are new to the scene or a seasoned veteran, Drop-In Gaming has the right games and competition for you. To begin your competitive gaming journey, sign up at dropingaming.com. And we'll be getting right into this game as quickly as we can. And yes, just right off the bat, starting into game one of best of 5 in CRL. You know the rules. You know how car soccer works. Getting right into it.
Looks like Boise State already off to some early positioning towards Ottawa. Instinct will try to follow this ball. Might try to make the goal shot. Oh, barely does not get it. That is so tragic. And now we see that Gil and Sech are dueling. Broccoli will pick it up, send it across. For now, it looks like Durtho will try to set up a shot for Instinct, but it will not happen. Instincts will get a demo, and we'll just reset the state of the game.
Gil on a really good cut there. He's going to get a demo on the defender in the net. This could be an easy shot for Durtho. Christopher and Stetch are going to be able to block it out. Nonetheless, Gil getting one touch off the sidewall. Stetch to follow up. Only getting one there with Broccoli. That's an interesting name there. Christopher getting one touch over. Durtho is going to get the beat. Instinct with a pinch. A little bit of shot, just far too off to be anything too threatening. Now Broccoli with one touch. Instinct elevates, getting off to the corner. Looking for the double. Wasn't there. Christopher might have the shot. It's a bit too wide as well. Now Gil's possession, looking for the 50. Doesn't get over Broccoli. Durtho is going to get the clear, keeping the scoreline 0-0 for just a second, and a bump by Durtho. But Christopher is there quickly. Now it's sent off the ceiling. Instinct with the read. Now Gil's going to have to pick up the slack. Is going to be able to get there. Rotates back post. Going to have to dodge a demo there, and the shot's just too far out.
And now this will get sent to the midfield over to Ottawa's side, but it's in the corner. Instinct again doesn't find the goal, just barely. Now Durtho's on the ceiling. Gil, shot goes wide, and now Broccoli will send it over, but Durtho will contest it. Christopher does not find contact. Now it's back over to Ottawa's side. Instinct once again posturing for a goal. Gil sends it over, but Christopher isn't able to find contact. Now back in the corner, and Ottawa will defend this goal for now. Send it back. Maybe. Nope. Ooh. Deflected back into the midfield.
And so he does the control, gets a really good cut, and gets the ball on Broccoli. A really good shot, a really good cut by Instinct there. Quality movement there. And that's going to put the Broncos up 1-0 here with, I believe, 2 minutes elapsed. Could be completely wrong. Just catches him out guard there.
Yeah, Instinct just drove it straight in. Kind of fairly simple goal, but it works for the Broncos. It looks like this will get sent over to Boise State's side for now, but it's not the strongest position for Ottawa. And now there might have been an overcommit. Sech will defend the goal for now, but Gil is posturing, looking to set up a goal. It will not happen, and now Instinct again, just on the forward attack, will not find anything, but now Gil again is just making sure that Ottawa does not have a chance to breathe.
There's Gil getting one touchdown, looking for the air dribble, doesn't quite get it. Broccoli's there, disrupt. Now Durtho, one up the sidewall, looking for the pass. It could be a shot from Instinct, is blocked out by Stetch. Credit with the save. Now Broccoli with one. Soft touch, Gil to disrupt it. Christopher keeping it over in the orange corner here. Ooh, Instinct with a really good corner bounce. It's just too far over the goal to make an impact or anyone to really fall for it. Seth should get one small touch. Gil's going to go for the contest, or it's actually Instinct against the 50. Now Gil's third man. Ooh, Stetch does get a really good flick, but it's just too far out, not able to follow up anything. Now it's Durtho, one touch off, and the ceiling as well. Gets the touch off the backboard. Is there a follow-up? Oh, there was, but Broccoli's going to get a quality touch and keep it going. But Durtho, one more touch off the ceiling, just keeps it alive. Still a lot of pressure in this orange corner here, and Ottawa not able to get rid of it at all. Oh, Instinct going for the bump. It's just a little bit miscalculated by Durtho there. And now Christopher has it with one flick. Gil elevates to get one more touch. Send it off to Instinct. Instinct with 100 boost and a lot of control. Gets 50'd out by Stetch. There's Gil getting a little bit too far over. Instinct trying to clear of the side corner. Broccoli now with one more touch. Durtho with the 50. Keeps in the blue corner. Durtho with one beat and a 50 here. Leaves the ball on the midfield. Could be a shot by Gil. It is 50'd out eventually. And now Instinct does get a 50 and leave it out in the midfield. Is Stetch able to get one quality touch? Does get one. There is a second. A little bit of bump by Durtho. And controlled out by Gil and leaves it in the sidewall.
With 30 seconds remaining and only a goal for Boise State, both sides are going to be furiously attacking the goal. And Durtho will just thread the needle, get that goal.
Beautiful placement there. Just one touch off the backboard. He's going to be elevated quick with the fast aerial. He's going to be able to beat out two orange defenders, or like two Ottawa defenders there, and put the Broncos up 2-0 with 25 seconds left remaining.
Gil will get the successful 50, but some demos coming through on both sides, and maybe this is a return goal. Nope, just barely. Christopher doesn't find it. Now Instinct in the air, setting it up for Dirtho, but it just hits the crossbar. Not able to find it, and now 7 seconds remaining, 6 seconds. It is looking like Boise State will take game 1, and Dirtho just decides to get a goal just for the heck of it.
Rub salt in the wound. Dirtho playing perfectly up, just big body Stetch. Getting the perfect redirect over, no auto defender in sight to make the defensive play, and 3 seconds. That's a pretty tolerated active Ottawa here. It's probably just going to drop on this next one here. Actually, Dirtho might be looking for a second one. Gets the second touch, or is looking for it off the backboard, but is stopped nonetheless. And that is Boise State taking game 1 here. Taking a look at the heat map, oh, you can just tell the level of domination that Boise State was exhibiting. There was quite a bit of pressure, honestly, at the beginning on the side of Boise State, but after the first minute and 30, you just couldn't feel the pressure on the side of Ottawa, and Boise State started running away with the game, and that's that. That's all you can really talk about from there.
Yeah, it seemed like Ottawa was always just kind of defending their goal, never really making that many shots. I mean, they had a few here and there, but ultimately the Broncos did a phenomenal job of just, making sure they didn't have a moment to think about what to do.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, the pressure was almost always on the side of Ottawa. That sort of pressure can get in the heads of the players at times, because you just feel so pressured and you feel like you can't get a good clear. You feel like you can't get boost. You feel like you can't get a foot away of the ball without getting bumped or demoed or anything of that nature. Or before an opposition car kind of shows up and takes the ball away from you, it can be threatening, and it can be really frustrating for players who don't know how to find a way around that or take quality control. And Boise State took full and utter advantage of that situation and went up 3-0. Heading into game 2.
It looks like so Ottawa will win that 50-50. However, it is very short-lived. Broccoli already having to defend the goal alongside Sedge. Now Instinct will retreat to just catch this ball, but again, it's just in the corner. All 3 of Boise State's players are able to send it right back where it needs to be, and now Sedge might have just almost committed an own goal. Gill sending it in the corner, maybe trying to make a setup. Dirtho finds the open goal. 30 seconds in, Boise State gets a point.
Second time that this has happened for the Ottawa defense here. A player in the midfield from the BSU side gets a really good catch on a ball that's just dropping down, and a really good cut. They're not able to defend to get it. Dirtho almost crossbars out there, but is able to get the read. We're going to call it a double touch read anyway, and puts Boise State up 1-0 here with about 4 minutes remaining as Christopher's trying to get one around. Does get around Gill, but not around Dirtho. And Stetch getting one more touch and instinct to play that back post, or that front post more like it. Trying to look for a second read. Doesn't have the boost to do it though. Going to go in for the rotate out, but Dirtho will go up plenty of it. Gill elevates, looking for the beat. Doesn't get over Stetch. Now it's Broccoli's turn. Off the ceiling, gets one touch. Doesn't have the boost to follow up though. It's an easy clear for Dirtho over the corner here. Broccoli is going to be able to steal 100 boost though, however. That could impact the rotation of BSU quite positively. Dirtho up, looking for the forward pass. Is it going to be able to get it? Not Christopher. Trying to get the beat on the ceiling. Doesn't get it. His instincts looking for one more. The flip reset and tries to get over Broccoli, but is not able to.
With 1 minute and 30 seconds passing, Boise State up a goal. We'll look to score some more, and again, this ball is just being played in the corner, in the air. Dirtho not able to find the setup, but maybe Gill can. Oh, it's too high. Christopher will send it back, but Instinct just says, thank you, I'll take that, send it right back. And now, he's playing on the ceiling, actually loses contact, Sedge disrupts. Christopher not able to find contact, but Gill is trying to make this goal happen, and Instinct takes it up and alley-oops it.
Big body Gill here, just getting an absolute beautiful of a 50, and Instinct quick on the follow-up, getting it right underneath Stetch. It's absolutely beautiful, and it just doesn't feel like Ottawa has the pressure to keep with the Boise State. Not only that, but just kind of pointing out that it's been twice now that Boise State in this game alone has been able to make a catch onto the ball in the midfield with absolutely no pressure committed by Ottawa here. And normally in higher level games like this, a lot of teams don't allow you to get that amount of time and pressure, but a beautiful flick by Stetch, not expected by the BSU defense. Ottawa gets their first point of the match.
It sounds like Stetch heard you talking. decides to say, hey, Ottawa can score some goals too.
Yeah, I challenged them a little bit, and they ended up shutting me up.
So it's a little more even as we've passed 2 minutes and down to 3 minutes. Instinct. And Gil.
Yeah, there it is.
Yep, just finds the goal.
Yeah, you knew right off the bat of that beautiful 50-50 off the kickoff. Gives Instinct just the perfect touch off the backboard. Decides not to go for it. Smart choice to just hit the ball for Gil, and Gil pretty much wide open goal. One defender in there, but there's a million different shots that Gil could take there. Poor defender didn't know exactly where to put the car, but Christopher's gonna take the challenge there, commit it off the backboard, not the backboard, sorry, corner wall. Get to one more touch, might be a shot here. Durtho's there to disrupt. Taking it a little bit slow, gets one off the corner wall as well. Stetch trying to control it, going for an air dribble here. Might be going for a solo play, does indeed. Looking for the set off the ceiling. Is it going to be able to get it? Instinct getting a little bit of bump. The pass over to Durtho. Oh, it was almost there. Now Gil looking for the demo. Christopher to get one flick. A small bump on the side of two teammates, but it is nevertheless recovered by the BSU defense.
As we reset the situation, Durtho. Oh, it doesn't even matter that the save comes through. Durtho just finds these goals out of thin air, pulls them out of a hat.
Don't give Durtho this level of time and space. You're going to end up regretting it on the scoreboard later, and that's exactly what they're doing. 4-1 with 2 minutes and 6 seconds left. A more than comfortable lead for the side of Boise State here as they head into, as they're not headed into it, but as they're in game 2 now. Is Durtho with the flip reset, looking for one more. Does get it, but was blocked out by Broccoli. Now it's Gil, slow touching it down, keeping control here. Instinct to make the cut. Broccoli elevates. Durtho on the ceiling challenge here. Just a little bit, ball gets put low. Instinct now reading off the ceiling, gets one touch. Now it's up to Stetch. Can they get a quality clear? They get one touch, but Gil is quick to elevate and plays car over ball. Is able to get the bump and gives Instinct. Oh, and what thought was a lot of time. Christopher is there fast, and out Durtho with 1 beat, 2 beat, looking for the 3rd, gets the flick. Oh, and the defense does come through for the side of Ottawa.
Durtho almost makes the miracle play. This ball will be in the corner. It's a little congested. Looks like Broccoli and Christopher are following it, but Gil puts a stop to that real quick. And now Durtho's coming in, scaring the pants off of Ottawa. Gets a demo just for fun. Now Broccoli is going to attempt a goal, but it just gets knocked up into the air. Instinct trying to follow it, but Christopher playing a little bit of disruption. Now Gil try to send it over slowly. Just trying to beat out these defenders, Durtho, Broccoli saves the goal. But now it's 45 seconds. Ottawa has a tall task ahead of them in this game.
Oh, and then over rotation there. I like the attempt by Ottawa, realizing they're running out of time and running out of space. They score a goal here, commit to the 3-piece. Christopher looking for the flip reset. It doesn't quite get the quality flip reset, a little too far forward, and then Instinct with a beautiful beat there. It's gonna put Boise State up 5-1 here. You know, it's definitely possible for Ottawa to make a comeback, but with 41 seconds, it's gonna be tough, especially with the defensive offensive display that Boise State's been able to put on. A little bit of fake shot by Gil. Wasn't able to get the flick from Durtho as well. Ottawa does not get one more point on their side for them. With 20 seconds left, it's all but over for them. Just gotta say GG and goes next. I'm scared to challenge Durtho. Broccoli getting beat out by Durtho. Another 50. Boise State not done yet. Looking for one more. Durtho the flick. Instinct is there. Getting 50'd out though, however.
10 seconds left. There's no chance here for Ottawa to win this one. However, Boise State will not find the goal quite yet, but they will send it up the air and see if they can get a 6th in this game. But now Durtho sends it across. 5-1 in this game.
My. And I thought 3-1 was a devastation as well on the side of the heat map. And, you know, Ottawa has one more shot, apparently, on their side. They have one more credited shot than what they had the last time. I think they had 2 last time. They have 3 and a goal scored going into it. And, of course, hopefully to help Boise State in the final Game 3 match point, we have Doc sees the game, which in Rocket League is to create mistakes, punish a double commit, don't overstay your welcome, and bump opponents to disrupt. All the Boise State starting rosters beautifully displayed these qualities and these keys to the game in Rocket League. And Doc sees the game, of course, brought to us by Drop In Gaming, the premier online platform for gaming competition. If you are looking for to drop in both free and paid entry matches, go ahead and make sure to check them out at dropingaming.com. It was a beautiful sequence for Boise State. The thing I really did love to see was, they still had the mechanical skill, and it just felt the same as game one. Ottawa just felt like they did not have the boost nor the pressure and sort of the ability, honestly, as a team and individuals to kind of make Boise State panic. And, it felt like they had so much free time with when they had possession of the ball. They were able to take their time scoring their goals.
It looks like this ball will be a bit of stasis, just stuck in the midfield. Now into the orange corner. Instinct will send it across, and now Broccoli will send it over to Boise State side, but only for a millisecond as Durtho doesn't like that, and so sends it back.
Oh, yeah.
And Gill just gets the pass and gets the goal.
Gill. We know that was Instinct's shot. We're going to give it to you credit, though. But, we all secretly know Instinct was the one to put that in the net. But nevertheless, the Broncos are going to go up 1-0 with 4 minutes and 38 seconds left. Starting off the kickoff, Ottawa needs to do something to win that. Nevertheless, sort of a fake, though, gives Gill the possession. Now with the boost there to Stetch. Try and play it down. Now going up, one does get one touch, a little bit too far forward to make any quality play. Gets the pass over to Christopher, gets 50'd out. Gills to put a little bit of reverse, get a backwards kick. Flip more like it off there. Durtho looking for the second touch, doesn't quite get it. Gill getting 50 out. Instinct's gonna have to make a play here as the third defender. The last one on the side does get demoed for it, but getting the clear nonetheless, and giving Boise State the time they need to recollect. And Gill with the 50 shot is gonna be saved out by Stetch. Now the pass over to Gill. Gill running off the ceiling here. Durtho off the ceiling as well, looking for the touch. Oh, it's beautiful, just 5 feet more to the right, and that's a goal right there for Durtho. And at 50, Durtho doesn't have to play some third-man defense. Plays it fast, has one more touch, and Chris is going to be able to bounce off the ceiling one time.
This ball is just bouncing back and forth like it's ping pong. Ottawa is so desperately trying. Okay. The open goal shot just barely misses, and Setch tries to make a second attempt, will not find it. And now Durtho is sending it right back to the sender. Just barely doesn't get it. A little too high. Now Broccoli is trying to chase this ball down, but Christopher will find it first. But Durtho wants to play keep away. Broccoli will not be able to find any more contact quite yet. Now Gill, Durtho, and Instinct are all trying to swarm on this ball. Instinct smartly pulls back to defend the goal.
And Durtho to get one back touch over, looking for Instinct as the passing play. Wasn't able to quite get it above. Now looking for Instinct on sidewall as well. Gets one touch. Stetch able to quickly cut it off though. But Gill keeping possession, looking to get a 50, does get one. Keep it in the midfield here. Broccoli has control, trying to get a flick play. Does get over Instinct as well, but Durtho with the backboard defense. Stetch to clear it one more time. Gets the shot out mid. Gill trying to play it out fast and beat the passing play. Does indeed happen. Christopher looking for solo play. Doesn't quite get his the backwards flip. Let's send the ball to the backboard here. Durtho getting one small touch on the midfield, but does get the bump out to Christopher. But Broccoli's there to quickly follow up, gets a flip reset, keeping in the mid and the danger field in the middle here. Gill does pay and go to the respawn. Just a bunch of trades here. Instinct. Instinct looking for a play off the sidewall there. Is not going to be able to make contact with the ball, and Ottawa is going to go up and tie this game in game 3.
Nice goal there by Ottawa. The Dragons come out. I didn't know we were playing Demolition Derby.
Yeah, it happens every now and then.
And it looks like Boise State will win the 50-50. Come through. This ball is in the orange corner. Instinct already getting a demo. Using that boost wisely. Boise State will defend for a second, but then immediately back onto the other side. Looks like there's a setup, but nobody's there to follow, and now Instinct will just try to defend the ball. Will successfully do it for now. Christopher into Durtho, into Setch. Comes through, but the goal is not open, and now Durtho's flying through the air. Wants to find it, will not find it for now, but Instinct is in this corner. Maybe we'll set it up, but it will get disrupted. And now Christopher and Broccoli are trying to find a goal, but Instinct is just headbutting Christopher, making sure that doesn't happen.
The bump play keeps Christopher out of the play completely, but not for long, as Christopher's going to get one small touch, keep it in the center of the field, and Gill's going to get a clear here. Now it's Broccoli getting a touch, keeping it down to Stetch. Does get disrupted by Durtho, though, however. Now Durtho getting one more off the ceiling. Instinct Looking for the second here, looking for the double A. Does in fact get it. Keep it off the backboard here. Setch is going to be able to clear and get one more. Instinct might be able to get a turn and get a touch here. Does get one. Broccoli to try and recenter it. Dirtho getting a small touch here. Soft touch keeping it corner on. Gill is going to get the third save of the game for it all. Keeping the scoreline 1-1 with 45 seconds here left. Dirtho elevates, trying to get a team play with Instinct. Instinct over Stetch. It goes a little bit too far over to be a dangerous play for Ottawa to have to worry about. Now Christopher's going to get the clear. Broccoli looking for the pass outwards back, but Christopher's going to be able to get one more touch in a second as well. Instinct there to disrupt, and as that 30 seconds, that last 30 seconds winds down, Boise State's going to be looking to close this out with one more goal. Dirtho to disrupt it off the ceiling here. Ball's going a little too fast for Stetch. Oh, and Broccoli quickly coming in, gets a top left bins on BSU's blue goal.
And it looks like Ottawa is saying to the Broncos that they're not just going to lay down and die. Gets the goal for the first time in this series. Has a goal lead with 18 seconds. Boise State will have to find a very quick goal here.
Definitely not all right. I've seen Boise State tie it up on a 0-second buzzer beater, so I wouldn't count that. Instinct! Jets up saying that it's going to close out the game. Not close it out, but definitely keep this game from going out of Boise State's ability to win it with 10 seconds left. But it's not over. It's not out of anyone's grasp really to take it back. So with 9 seconds left, we've got to see if Boise State can close out one more if this game's going to overtime.
It will go back onto the orange side, but just sent across into the blue corner. And this is looking like it's going to go into overtime, but I don't want to jinx it. Yep, overtime.
Overtime.
And now we're going to see who gets this 50. It will be Ottawa, but Gill should be able to defend. No, actually, this might go through into a goal. No, it will not. But again, this is on Boise State's side. Broccoli tries to set up something, but it will not happen. Now Dirtho gets blocked by Setch. Gill has to play defense, but Ottawa is on the attack. Dirtho coming through, trying to send this ball over to flip the pressure. It will be successful. Kind of a reset game.
Man.
But Gill just flies through the air all the way across, gets that goal in overtime.
With some confusion and some miscoordination here. Oh, actually, wow, Dirtho getting a beautiful bump. I just saw that in replay. Getting the bump on the backboard defender gives Gill a wide open net. The backboard defender might have been a little over-rotated to get a proper shot on that, but nevertheless, Boise State securing game 3 in overtime and winning out Ottawa, advancing their record to 5-4 here, definitely back on the reins. And I believe last time I checked, and it was updated, Boise State was from, I think, 14 2 weeks ago, I think, up to 6th place now. So we're definitely going back into where sort of we were going into, but going quickly into transition here, you know, we do have other games we hear at Boise State. We're going to leave you the top 5 plays of the game, which are presented by the Ottawa National Guard, who invites you to take your impressive Premier League skills into real time with more than 10 jobs offering $20K bonus and a degree of your choice for by the Ottawa National Guard and the best team out there for you. We're going to leave you the top 5 games. Stick around for more Smash Bros after this. Reset, keeping in the mid and the danger field in the middle here. Gill does pay and go to the respawn. Oh, just a bunch of trades here. Instinct. Oh, Instinct look for a play off the sidewall there. Is not going to be able to make contact with the ball, and Ottawa is going to go up and tie this game in game 3. Boise State is going to be looking to close this out with one more goal. Dirtho to disrupt it off the ceiling here. Ball's going a little too fast for Stetch. Oh, and Broccoli quickly coming in, gets a top left bins on BSU's blue goal.
And it looks like Ottawa is saying to the Broncos that they're not just going to lay down and die. Gets the goal more even as we pass 2 minutes and down to 3 minutes. Instinct.
Ooh,
and Gill.
Yeah, there it is.
Yep, it just finds the goal.
Yeah, you knew right off the bat of that beautiful 50-50 off the kickoff. Gives Instinct just the perfect touch off the backboard. Decides not to go for it.
But now it's 45 seconds. Ottawa has a tall task ahead of them in this game.
Oh, and then over rotation there. I like the attempt by Ottawa, realizing they're running out of time and running out of space. They score a goal here, commit to the 3-piece. Christopher looking for the flip reset. It doesn't quite get the quality flip reset, a little too far forward, and Instinct with a beautiful defense.
As we reset the situation, Dirtho. Oh, it doesn't even matter that the save comes through. Dirtho just finds these goals out of thin air, pulls them out of a hat.
Don't give Dirtho this level of time and space. You're going to end up regretting it on the screen.
You take really strong players from disparate communities and you put them together on teams with expert coaching.
So you mean to tell me about all the hands in the room, everybody in here is that top 2%?
It's ultimate, it's a 1v1, and Prestige does it! The last moment!
It's not every day that you're a kid like me and you get to have this experience.
It's something, he gets one.
This boot camp is really about finding out every weakness.
There's no such thing as a big mistake at this level.
I have people in the crowd there cheering my name on. I have to give them a show.
That feeling of just being up on stage and having a whole crowd of people, it's unbeatable.
1v1, but... Oh, why would you pick him?
I love this. I want to do this every day.
Another pin!
You didn't make a choice, so you were just looking at things.
If you want to go pro, sometimes you have to make sacrifices.
Jump up and down, you're a crowd, you're casters. It's a transformational experience.
That was a light switch, and now I see what it's all about.
A lot of players here right now are caught up in winning their tournaments 5-10 years down the road. They're not going to.
Hello, and we're getting right into it in terms of Smash. As always, I'm your host, Colin Majunkin, and joining me once again on desk for Smash Bros. Gameplay, we have Noah Gadara, and we just left off on a pretty big BSUW in terms of CRL. Now we're looking for our Smash team to get another W. So going into it, I want to ask the quick question of going against this university, what do you think on the side of BSU that we need to do? And the same question that I asked you with CRL, what do we need to do to replicate the level of success that we saw, that we need to see for BSU to succeed here?
So our Boise State Smash team is pretty good. We got a lot of good players. Obviously, all of them are much better than me in terms of Smash Bros. But for what Boise State needs to do is they just need to find counters to picks that they cannot play that well against. You know, they've been struggling with Minecraft Steve and Pac-Man, stuff like that.
Yep. Getting right into it. We saw a brief glimpse of Doc's keys to the game. We'll see them once again for us to give a little more commentary on. But starting out BSU, playing the Pokemon Trader.
Yep, Pokemon Trader versus King K. Root from Lubbock Christian University, LCU. Already brawling here. Charizard will come through, Blue Charizard. And it looks like we're already getting off to a pretty quick start from both sides, almost 100% for both.
Oh, wow. King K. Rool getting the first stock take. Switching over, getting the Charizard out. Edge guard. A lot of throw was going out for King K. Rool. Yep. So set out of 120 though. And 75 on the side of BSU.
Yeah, so Boise State, Broncos getting the best of this. King K. Rool will get the first stock taken. 75% here for this Charizard. K. Rool will throw out his crown.
Okay, so yeah, it is Melford on the Pokemon Trainer. Climbing up, still sitting at 86. Doesn't take it too much from the start of this stock change. A little bit more, looking to get it over here against a good blodge. A little good dodge here. Get a good combo off. One more of the high ground here. Down smash, getting the good blocks. Ooh, and a big hit. Got to get back on the arena.
Belly flop comes in, does some damage, but this Charizard is making the King K. Rool pay. This will be a successful recovery. The ledge guard, though, just knocks the stock out, and already this Charizard has gotten the LCU down to 1 stock here for this first character in the crew battle.
What was sort of a sort of slow start for the second stock as well, getting up to 75 here, up at 160 here. This King K. Rool's 2%. That might do it though. Oh, but is able to get back into it. A bit of frame breadth and a block. Look at a good combo here. Can definitely survive. And there's the second stock down to 1-1 here. Who is going to take this first battle?
Ivysaur coming through. We'll see if this goes back to a Charizard. Right now, it's just spinning. Some leaves coming through, and King K. Rool kind of getting whomped here. Some shielding coming through, kind of a little bit of the neutral game. As both sides are playing it a little slow, but then the Charizard comes through, battle of the heavies. We'll see if this ledge guard is successful.
Beautiful.
Down smash! Stock taken out,
Oh, yeah.
1 stock lead here in this crew battle.
Yeah, it was sort of a start of what I would imagine you would also agree as well. It's sort of a slow start in the second stock, right? Getting up to 75, while the King K. Rool still had the 1 stock as well. But after that, that sort of seemed like Melfor really started to take advantage of the entire game and started really showing off their devastating ability in the arena. All right, so we did see a quick glimpse of the Doxies that we had last time, which is Super Smash Bros. It's to punish the openings that you see. Look for the 2-frame, win the neutral fight, and don't forget to taunt. Always taunt. And Doxy is the gamer brought to us by Drop In Gaming. Drop In Gaming is the pure online platform for gaming season competition. Play your favorite games to win cash and prizes through feed and paid entry matches and tournaments. Whether you're new to the scene or a seasoned veteran, Drop In Gaming is the right games and competition for you. To begin a competitive journey, sign up at dropingaming.com.
So Boise State already off to a 1 stock lead here in the crew battle. So the way the crew battle works, if you are not familiar, is that you have 4 players that play, and each of them have 3 stocks.
Yeah.
And once you get all your stocks taken out of that specific character, then the next player comes in and they're playing a different character.
Yep, exactly. And what did you see from our Pokemon trainer that sort of allowed them to sort of almost kind of heavy diff, honestly, there? Especially the Charizard.
Once the Charizard came through, I mean, obviously when there was Ivysaur, there was a lot of good damage, but the Charizard coming through, just kind of negating what King K. Rool does with him being heavy. It's kind of slow, and Charizard just came through and just kind of blew flames all over him.
Yeah, easy dub. In terms of the sort of the matchup that we had, we see Melfor go again, and obviously going to start the second crew battle going into it as well. 1 stock. We all kind of understand the basics of. At this point, you're not expecting to win the entire fight, but how important is it to? Is it sort of one of those things of I can throw away if I don't get a stock? Or is it really important to really, set your team up? Is this part of setting your team up for victory in terms of if you get 1 stock off of this fight, it's amazing. It's a good start.
Yeah, Melfor would be very happy to get 1 more stock. Just because you always want to, well, obviously because that would ensure that you have that lead and you're not just going even. But, if Melfor could get 2 stocks, that'd also be very good for the Broncos. Just because these early stocks can really just dictate how you play the rest of the game, because if you are like 3 stocks down towards the end, you have to be very desperate for the kind of plays that you make.
Yeah, and are you expecting the same Pokemon trainer to come out or something different?
So Pokemon trainer will come out because you're locked into that character.
You're locked in. Okay, great. Yeah. Starting off the fight quick. Yeah, gonna get the resets. Get it down to even, what you're supposed to do.
So those are just the stock resets. Looks like we have a JRPG character incoming. See what is selected, but for now, it looks like this Ivysaur is just kind of getting some chip damage out against Lubbock Christian.
Ooh. Look at that 35. Charizard is going to come out. Looking to get the early damage, does even it out. Getting the lead in terms of percentage taken. Some good blocks, going up to 60 here. Pressing a little bit here. Down tag. Good block off. Ooh, some great combo damage. Keep the fight alive, keep it on the edge here. Flame's gonna come out in the 93% here, and there is the recovery. It was looking dangerous.
Yeah, so right now, this hero kind of struggling a little bit. Will get to 100%, but Boise State is not that far behind.
Oh.
But side tilt comes through. And Melfar is able to find at least one stock here. Might not be able to find two, but Hero is laying down a beating here in this second stock. We'll have to see if this Charizard can get enough percentage and get the play to get another one.
Ooh, say this 140 here. We have seen Melfar with the Charizard here go up to 198 before. Definitely could be looking for it, but any damage you get really doesn't matter here. Looking for the stock take. Getting a lot of damage here. Ooh. Big strike coming in automatically, and there's the finishing touch. The last stock, but nevertheless, like we talked about, that's going to be really happy taking away that one stock. You officially keep the lead instead of resetting back to the sort of even play style. Getting the lead and set up the next player to take the advantage here. But I think the obvious question going forward is, what are you expecting to come out next?
For
both, I guess. Really, I mean, I know Lubbock Christian University is sort of a toss-up. You don't know these players. You can't really see anything. But from what you've seen for the Boise State side, if you could guess.
Well, I'd have to see the player. I'd have to know who's going next.
Okay.
I mean,
fair,
if it was
fair.
if it was Gunslinger, you see like Sephiroth, or if it's Lay Dog, it's King DDD, stuff like that.
Okay, I think we see who it is.
That's Gunslinger. So
okay.
we'll see what the
might
he's
be
going
able
to
to
play Cloud.
Oh.
I think.
Little bright to see clearly what it is, but yeah. So it is confirmed Gunslinger going in, and what I would assume would be the Cloud if you're correct there. I guess what would be a decent counter to Cloud?
Decent counter to Cloud. Well, Cloud, wants to get up in your face. He has a giant sword. So, I mean, you could try and neutralize with like a heavy character. If you can manage that, obviously you can keep away, play like Minecraft Steve and the variants, and play characters that can just poke from a distance, and you don't have to get into contact with this Cloud. You don't have him punish you with his limit breaker.
And I think if I remember off the top of my head, what was some pregame talk, I believe the first character was expected to play Rob. Now, obviously, that could be a switch. We don't know if they switch their order or anything like that. But we didn't see the Rob come through, which I know. And I think that was upon the notes, the conversation that happened, a King K rule was predicted, but that was sort of last in the rotation. So for that to come out first. Yeah, honestly, I wondered, especially your down leads as well. Do you expect your better character, your better player to come out here and sort of try and take back the reins, or not? This is replays, by the way.
Yeah, I don't know if they can hear us or not, but I think
replays here.
Yeah, I think we just have some replays here, as we can see.
No, yeah, these are replays from the first match here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cloud versus Hero, Battle of the Swordsman.
3, 2, 1, go!
Gotta take that one stock off. Lost in the previous match. Now it starts.
Yes. Final Fantasy VII versus some generic game. I don't know.
Maybe some controversial topics.
Definitely. See, Psyche up used, and now LCU going to try and get some percentages here. Some slashes, some down tilts. Kind of a slow game for now, but both of these sides getting good hits in. shield. Oh, Cloud gets parried. Not what you want to see, but Hero is taking more damage overall. We'll have to see who actually gets his first stock, though.
Ooh. He's a little bit alive. There's a taunt, I think. Some CQC going through. About even in terms of percentage here. Ooh. Gonna take the lead. Oh, just as I'm saying that. Instead of Gunslinger, it's gonna go down a little bit.
Has the limit breaker. Doesn't even need it.
Oh,
actually does need it. Gets that stock, and now Hero will try to find another as well. Limit almost charged, and it will be charged. We'll see how Gunslinger uses this on the Cloud. See if he can get a successful attack. Nice recover.
Oh. So do lose one on the side of Gunslinger, but this last stock for Lubbock Christian University is getting low here, and there's the finishing blow. And that is going to be game for the second, as we're going to see Gunslinger move on to the third fight out of 4 with 2 stocks. Not horrible. I would say it's pretty good. Definitely gives you a fighting chance to get, you know, honestly, if you go even for even, that third player goes down to 1 stocks, and it starts looking like an easy cleanup for the side of BSU.
Yeah. Nice up there to get that final stock. So far, this Cloud putting up a good defense, good offense. Ultimately, at this point, I mean, if you have a 1 stock lead, you're fine trading even all the way down. Because in the end, it still means you win. Yeah. Even if somebody, but I do kind of want to go back to my secondary question before this match started. In terms of you're at the stock disadvantage, right? Pretty heavily, right? You're down. BSU is currently leading by 2 right here. If we haven't seen your best player, I guess, come out so far in your lineup, we wouldn't know really for sure here. Do you try and leave that player for last year? Or you try and bring them in right now and take the advantage and try and get this game back to a winnable position? I mean, there are merits to both strategy where you put your strongest player first, try to get those stocks down, whittle them down, make them sweat. But I think it's ultimately stronger to have that strongest player as the anchor, because if you're at a disadvantage, then you can, get those stocks back to even, or you can,
Okay, so we did get an update from the production side of things. Kind of those pre-game notes I was talking about. Rob or Link, out of the 2, who would you rather see? Who do you think? They know the character they're going up against. Who would you personally choose to?
I mean, if I was Boise State, I would say Link. I think Rob's an annoying character.
I think the last previous history I have with Smash is seeing a Rob at a Boise State tournament that we had hosted here for Smash. And we saw Rob, I think, go almost all the way. I don't remember particularly off the top of my head that Rob run and everything, but was nevertheless impressive.
Yeah.
We do see the Link.
Do see the Link.
3, 2, 1.
The hit character is Zelda from The Legend of Zelda. No, I'm kidding. Nobody found my joke funny, okay.
I'm not quite sure, honestly, how to describe this right here.
Yeah, I have I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, emoting, there might be, there it is, okay.
Okay, yes, I was waiting for the stock reset to come through. Looks like we just have a little bit of taunting from Doc's Keys of the Game. Don't forget to do that, and now already Link getting some early damage, but Cloud will retaliate. Find the better of the trade so far. Boomerang not finding anything, gets shielded, gets blocked. Will find 1 hit, but this might allow Cloud. Oh, isn't able to get the down B. And now we just kind of have projectiles getting canceled on both sides. Oh, nice down tilt there from the Cloud, and his limit is charged up. He's gonna want to use this, but Link might not give him the opportunity. Lubbock Christian trying to find something here, but so far, kind of a slow game.
I believe the limit was used there. Percentage-wise, ooh. Lubbock is going to take the advantage here. 2 sword fights. Dodges the homing attack and a big attack here. Gonna put Gunslinger at 137. Oh, the attempt to get the final blow wasn't quite there. Back in the mid-fight, another big hit, and that's gonna take Gunslinger down to the last stock here. He's gonna throw back the grenade type object.
Yeah, now this Link is at 93%, still has 3 stocks. Should be able to make the recovery here. No, Cloud puts a stop to that. Wind Slash. Oh no! Link wasn't able to recovery. Kind of has a poor recovery on that character, and Boise State makes the most of it. And now Cloud has his limit charged up, is going to try and ledge guard.
Ooh.
Just barely misses it. Good recovery from Lubbock Christian.
75 here, gonna have to make a big combo recovery here. Let's go a little bit off. Sitting at 18 now, 18 to 75. Able to dodge, get a little more chip damage in. Yeah, this 95 here, starting to get into dangerous position here, up to 106. It's a dodge, like block.
Limit breaker charged. Oh. Link with the up B into the finish. So unfortunately, this will still remain a 1-stock lead. However, Boise State, again, still in the lead for now.
Yeah, not letting anything go here. Definitely has a lead. Not sweating anything. Not too worried about it. And you do have this Link down to 2 stocks as well. So going into it, we will definitely see who our next choice in terms of a BSU player going into it. But overall, you know, definitely CQC fight, sword fight. What'd you see that, besides having a stock advantage, I guess you could say, what did you see from the Lubbock Christian University player that was pretty solid there? Because it seemed to be pretty solid gameplay. You got 2 stocks down, lost 1, I guess, which is, you know, average, I imagine.
I think the Link was pretty successful in making sure that, you know, Gunslinger wasn't able to get that many combos off, kind of countered him. I got a really nice parry that one time. Was using the ranged projectiles to great effect to just kind of disrupt.
Okay, we have Curly's in the chair now. We got a little bit of glimpse. We don't quite know who they're picking yet, though.
I want to see Joker Persona 5.
You think you're gonna get it?
Maybe.
Is it a long shot, perhaps?
It's a long shot.
It's a long shot.
They yelled something at me, but I don't even know what it was.
You know, this is the caster booth. They can't.
That's
yell
true.
Like
this
casters.
is our little bubble, and those peons down there. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But
gotta humble
I would
them.
never call our players peons.
Gotta humble them every now and then. No,
that is true.
I think you do nothing.
And then they challenge you to 1v1 in a game of Smash, and then you say
my wrist, it's broken.
Yeah,
no,
I got arthritis, can't play.
Can't do that. Oh, my Switch actually just broke. And they're like, I got a spare controller. You go, no, it's okay. I don't want to play anything else but my own home decision or my home console. So,
who knows what cheats you loaded onto, you know,
yeah,
these
exactly. They give you a controller and the battery's dead. So you never quite know.
Yeah. True.
Waiting to get right into this match here.
Curly's getting back into the hot seat. So we should be preparing to get into this match very shortly.
I imagine Lubbock University isn't feeling too much of the pressure. I imagine you're definitely in an uncomfortable position. You're not where you want to be, obviously. You know, you want to be in a stock advantage, right? You don't want to be in a disadvantage number-wise. But I imagine the Link should feel, you know, personally, if I had to give advice, you want to feel confident here, right? You want to feel confident going into it. You want to think you can get 3 stocks off your opponent. I imagine if you're not, you know, you're sort of just like you're selling yourself short.
Yep, definitely aim high, but don't be disappointed if you don't quite reach it.
Yeah.
It's when you get down into that last stock is when you really start to panic.
Yeah.
And again, this is a best of 3. So even if this first round is lost, either side could still just come back and win the next 2.
Yeah. You're only.
So you see Ken coming through against this Link.
Once I manage, you're not out of it. Don't lose your cool, especially in that last stock. But we'll see if either side can execute that. Lubbock University is going to start at the disadvantage here. Not too much action starting at the front here, but the BSU side Curly's is up to 60 here as the Link's only at 30 right now. But a good amount of combos is going to quickly put this Link back up to 60.
Yep. Nice combo into the Hadouken. Oh, that was a little scary there for the Ken. Is able to make a recovery, gets hit by the boomerang on the back end. So far, this Link is just being a pest, spinning, using the boomerang, just getting those percentages and those little additions. Oh, ledge guard is successful, and now Ken at 115% has to be careful of it. Christian, this Link is feeling pretty good about himself at this current position. That's a nice parry again, but it doesn't even matter. And now this Ken is going to have to make the recovery. Is he going to be able to? Oh. He uses the Shoryuken, is able to do it, but it doesn't matter. Link gets the spin, finishes off this first stock.
Still sitting at a 70% here. Very impressive. He's going to be blocked out. Take a little bit of chip damage from it, not too much. A little bit of up punch. The Hadouken is blocked. Still sitting at here. Nobody quite able to get any clean combos just yet. There is a first strike. With a Link and a second and a third. Going to put Curly's up to 65 here on the ledge guard. Coming through, trying to get it. Oh! Man, the recovery is there, though, however.
Yeah, Link is able to recover there from maybe a little bit of an oopsie. Now we're going to see if Ken can find anything, but so far, not able to. Ooh. Arrow will miss, but the Shoryuken will miss as well. And now, Love It Christian is taking the stock advantage here.
Sosit has not lost this first one. Sosit at this 94 here has been able to just go on these combo sprees and not have to pay any price for him at all. It's finally a big hit's going to come through. Sem at 109 is going to be recover, sit, get off that guard. Ooh. So let's fight another couple big combos here. Putting Curly's at 70. So Hong's going to type. Oh, Hadouken goes the wrong way. Set at 129, it's dangerous for the Link player. One hit can take you out, and that's exactly what happens. It's now 1-1.
So it's evened up for now, but with 113%, you have to believe that this Ken is in precarious position. Gets hit by the back end of the boomerang, gets grappled, gets smacked. Ooh. Oh, the ledge guard is successful. Well, but Christian will maintain this one-stock lead. Going into the final character here for Boise State.
Wow, it was a very advantageous lead at the start for Boise State. We're now going to have to go into the anchor here, which I believe should be Leodog.
Should be Leodog.
Yep. If any surprise guests show up, that'll be a little awkward for us, most definitely. And but going, they're at a disadvantage. They're at a disadvantage at the beginning, but now they're feeling comfortable. The Link did their job. Sit on the one stock. We were in this position before. So we're back to this, Leodog really has to clean up this one stock and try not to take any stocks without him and not go down one, because you probably want the cleanest and most advantageous fight you want in this final bout.
Yeah. And I mean, playing Ken into Link is not the most fun thing to do. Mm-hmm. Obviously, Ken's kind of a shorter range character, and Link is very good at, kind of that zone control where if you try to approach him, you just get smacked the sword, get hit by the bow and the boomerang, and disrupts any sort of momentum that you try to get.
Yeah, and the boomerang seems really annoying because it sort of has the, what it does, what a boomerang does, it comes back. So even though if it misses the first initial attempt, you have to make sure you block it or dodge it the second time as well, which should be annoying. And I imagine a really good Link player will find ways to take advantage of you having to, stand off the aggressive point for a second. Anyway.
Yeah.
And then, not to cut you off, but if you're, we know the last character, or not the last character, we know the last player. What are you expecting Leodog to play?
So I don't know how much you know about Leodog.
I don't. Yeah, no, I don't.
But he's he gets offended if I'm going to say this, but he's basically a King DDD one trick.
Okay, alrighty. I might, not that I remember, but I think from the times that I've watched Smash games for BSU, I think I do remember the majority of the time Leodog being on a King K, but I imagine that's not a bad thing.
Not the King K,
because that
King DDD.
King DDD.
Not the Croc, the penguin thing.
Noob, I'll get it mixed up. I imagine, though, Leodog's an extremely good on that character, though.
Yeah. He's just really able to set up those spikes and get those combos and pair him up with down smashes to just finish off your HP from like 90%.
Sleeping, rested it off.
Sleeping, looking real stylish.
Looking good. Risen it up a bit.
First spike will not find its target. Second spike will not either, and already 40% on this King DDD. This Link is just being so annoying. Spin attack will not find anything, but neither will this King DDD, and all of these spikes are just getting deflected. That one won't, and maybe this is the opening that Boise State needs.
Yeah, there it is. Again, the bit opening damage, evening the percentage damage out again. Ooh, the Boomerang is going to get that slight chip damage enough to give this Link player an opening. Right back to an even standpoint again. Going to block out it. Oh, a couple up attacks. He's going to put Leah Dog in a dangerous position, but you're that heavy character, so you're able to take the beating.
King DDD, 118%. Not where you want to be if you want to return to stock parity. But this Link is a lighter character. Grenade won't find anything, will get shielded. So far, oh, Link gets hit by the spike.
But as you sort of described, you know, like you were saying before, Leah Dog is definitely that character that's able to take your health from 0 to 90 really quickly and take full advantage of it here, and this Link's got to be careful. Might be too cautious out of the Leah Dog, though.
Yeah, and the benefit of being a heavy character is you can be like 160%. Still feel pretty good about yourself, but you have to be careful if you're against the Link. He'll charge up his sword.
Oh, there it is.
Now finds the tilt. Manages to get that stock. And now Leah Dog is able to make the recovery. Link will as well, but now this might be a ledge guard. Spike will come through, and this is the opportunity for Boise State. Link plays Disruption. King DDD is able to find the recovery on the ledge so far, but now things are looking a little desperate on the side of the Broncos, just really trying to get this stock out.
Already lost the one, not trying to lose another to it, but going up to an 80 as this Link's in at 130. I feel like one final combo will end it all and push it to match 4. He's gonna get the grab. Looking for the ledge guard, does get the hit. Is it enough? Looking like the Link might be able to recover, and they are.
Yeah, both sides able to recover, and now not the side you want to be on if you're the King DDD.
Oh yeah, there it is. For a second, I thought that was on Leah Dog. That would have been tried.
Yep. So fortunately, it will only be a 1 stock disadvantage here for Boise State. Not ideal, not where you want to be, but that's the potential for, you know, like clutch territory, or if you play very well, if you're into a good matchup.
And we saw the Link do it against Curly Fries as well. So it's not entirely out of the realm of possibility, I imagine, to kind of take back a 2 to 3. I know that's sort of you know this, but it happened, right? And I feel like that's a big thing of like you got to take advantage. Leah Dog's got to realize the underdog here and take it all.
Did you just call him Curly Fries?
Excuse me, I said Curlies. I didn't say Curly Fries.
Oh, yeah,
it's seasoned curly, but I said curlies. No, yeah.
I heard you say Curly Fries, I swear.
Yeah, you can go watch the VOD then and call me up for it later. But as of right now, you have no evidence, you know, unless production has a replay. You know what? Actually, yeah, replay. Grab 20 and I guess do the evidence search. It doesn't matter all that much. It's just content. But either way.
You get to get me. I believe you.
All right. But curlies, right? So, and now it's, you know, Leah Dog's out to advantage of the situation, and got to keep it cool. You're at the disadvantage, but doesn't mean you're out of the game. You see the final opponent now more than anything.
We'll get a nice close-up on Leah Dog in the zone here on the King DDD. The anchor of this team is going to really have to try hard and play well to be able to find the victory here in this first round of this best of 3.
I feel like this question is not worthy of being asked, but expecting anything else to come out?
Of course something else is going to come out. That's how a crew battle works.
Yeah, you know. Or I guess a better question to ask is what are you expecting? They know what Leah Dog's going to play, right?
Yes.
What are they expecting this final anchor for the side of Christian University to pull out?
Honestly, I have no idea, but I guess we'll see. Right. We talked about the Rob, and we finally see it coming through. Rob, very annoying character, in my opinion. We'll see if Leodog will successfully be able to actually deal with this menace.
Gonna be an annoying fight nonetheless. Starting out with a small 7% here. This battle's hyped, the music is hyped as well.
Yeah, I love this music. I'm feeling hyped right here. This Rob, just with these up tilts are just devastating Leodog so far, and now it's the battle of the spikes, battle of the sharp objects, both sides trying to use those to kind of control the battlefield. Leodog will eat it, send it away, and now this Rob will just get some more lasers down, use those thrusters or whatever those are, and just kind of beat up Leodog a little bit.
Getting the combos definitely in order here. Rob's sitting at this 39% to Leodog's 115 now. Getting dangerous, getting sweaty palm, that's for sure.
Yeah. Oh, denies the ledge. Leodog is just really struggling. Manages to recover, but has to be so careful. Will get the grapple. Gets some nice damage. Oh, that laser deflects the spike, and now this Rob doesn't take the bait. Will be able to recover. Gets the up air. KOs, and now it is a 2-stock lead here for Lubbock Christian.
Down to this last stock. Do you play it careful or you just go all in? All or nothing. Laser is going to miss. Rob's hitting at this 108. It could be the end for Rob, but it's going to get the combo off, get Leodog up to 31%.
So far, Lubbock Christian is going to feel pretty comfortable about the lead they have accrued. Final stocks for both sides. Now Leodog at 60%. Can't afford to take these even trades. Now only down 1 stock, but still it is a precarious position. Oh, he just gets slammed into the ground, and now at 80%. We'll have to play alongside this ledge. Rob will not be able to find him quite yet. Laser will be dodged into a spike, so this is a good start for the King DDD. We'll see if it can continue.
So yeah, the 88. Rob is definitely feeling comfortable with 1 more stock than Leodog. Gonna see a clutch opportunity to come out as well. Laser beam is gonna hit. Putting at 107 here to 44. Getting 1 more hit. Getting real aggressive. At 124. Spikes are gonna miss as well, but a big hit. Gonna put Rob up. Wow. Oh. And the up hit is gonna end it all. Lubbock Christian taking the series, taking the game.
So it doesn't take the series, but takes the first round.
Oh, it takes the first round. Yes, there are 2.
So Boise State still has the opportunity to come back, would have to win 2 in a row.
Yeah.
Lubbock Christian would just have to win 1.
Okay. All right, yeah.
So that Rob, man, I just hate that character.
Yeah.
He's so annoying. I feel like I say that about half these characters, which...
oh, yeah. I imagine, you know, in any sort of fighting style game of this category, you know, there really is no... I guess there's no balanced character. I feel like every character has to be annoying. You just have to be the more annoying character, I imagine. But running through it again in Doc's Keys, which is Super Smash Bros., is to punch the openings, look for the 2-frame, win in the neutral, and don't forget to taunt, as always saw a little bit here, taking full advantage of Doc's Keys of the game, which of course are brought to you by Drop In Gaming, which is a premier online platform for gamers who seek competition, play your favorite games to win cash and prizes through free and paid entry matches and free paid entry matches and tournaments. Whether you're new to the scene or a seasoned veteran, Drop In Gaming is the right games and competition for you to begin your competitive gaming journey. Sign up at dropingaming.com. Just before we end it out, going into round 2, I imagine we will take a quick break here. Oh, no, we get to look at some replays real quick before we do that. Kind of looking to look back.
And it looks like
our Pokemon trainer, which I believe was Mel Ford, started off strong for us. Definitely started off strong. So we're looking for that same repeat going into round 2.
Well, definitely
Kincaid Roll getting the first
the
stock take.
Pokemon trainer was a bright spot for Boise State. I believe got finished off by the hero.
So right now,
However, it was a very noble attempt by Malfoy.
But Boise State is not that far behind. But
Yeah, just taking absolute advantage. I think got the link down to the got the link down to 2 stocks.
Up to 198 before.
Finishing move here.
Could be looking for, but any damage you get really doesn't matter.
Oh, it was actually blocked out. Wow, zoom in on that. It only happened that long ago. How would not able to remember?
It's fine. I have amnesia like the rest of you, or like you, I guess.
The rest of you. Who you looping in the category with me?
I don't know. I have voices inside my head, so.
Okay. We might, I need help.
Anyway.
Anyways, this is the time that we'll be taking the break. We'll see you after these messages. We get some water and prepare for round 2, just like us.
You take really strong players from disparate communities and you put them together on teams with expert coaching.
So you mean to tell me by all the hands in the room, everybody in here is that top 2%?
It's ultimate. It's a 1v1. It proceeds on to the last moment.
It's not every day that you're a kid like me and you get to have this experience.
Something. He gets one.
This boot camp is really about finding out every weakness.
There's no such thing as a big mistake at this level.
I have people in the crowd there cheering my name on. I have to give them a show.
That feeling of just being up on stage and having a whole crowd of people, it's unbeatable.
1v1, but oh, why would you pick him?
I love this. I want to do this every day.
Another pin.
You didn't make a choice, so you were just looking at things.
If you want to go pro, sometimes you have to make sacrifices.
Jump up and down, you're a crowd, you're casters. It's a transformational experience.
That was a light switch, and now I see what it's all about.
A lot of players here right now are caught up in winning their tournaments 5-10 years down the road. They're not going to remember who won.
Growing up in Idaho, we have certain rules we live by. First rule, camouflage never goes out of style. And always buckle up. Seatbelts save lives. That's a rule we can all live by.
It's the end of a good day's work in Idaho. Time to punch out. Time to check in and catch up. Time to remind ourselves that what we work for isn't a paycheck. It's to make the good things we have even better. So here's to your good day's work. Idaho Central Credit Union. We believe money is a thing. It's not everything.
Hello, and welcome to the Boise Sports Arena. We are watching our coverage at Week 4 of the NACE Star League Varsity Premiere for Super Smash Bros. As always, I am your host, Colin McJunkin, and joining me on the desk is Noah Gadara. And starting off, we covered round 1, right, this best of 3, and it did not go quite in the favor of Boise State. So they need to now win 2 in a row. But to secure week 4 for them, which if we're going to cover one thing, it sort of started off weirdly for these guys because last week actually was they did not get to play, right? They did not get to play. They didn't get to really warm up against somebody or sort of keep a standard going of who we're playing in the NACE league right now. So, but moving on to this round 2, we saw everything. We know what they sort of play like. We know the heroes, the characters they're going to pull out, and what do you expect in the order to go in here for them in terms of mindset? Like, what do they need to get in order in terms to secure this round for us, right? Because we talked about it when we first joined. So let's talk about it again. Let's bring it back.
Honestly, I don't think you really want to make that many swaps.
Mm-hmm.
I think, honestly, just kind of remaining where you are to make sure your players are comfortable, you know, when they're playing is the best strategy. Obviously, if there were some severe issues with one player, you might want to swap around. But I don't think Boise State had that issue. It was fairly close throughout the entire round.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with it. And going into Doc's Keys to the Game, which hopefully are going to help our players secure round 2. Doc's Keys to the Game are brought to us by Drop-In Gaming, the premier online platform for game receipt competition. Play your favorite games to win cash and prizes through free and paid entry matches and tournaments. Whether you're new to the scene or a seasoned veteran, Drop-In Gaming is the right games and competition for you to begin a competitive journey. Go ahead and reach out to Drop-In Gaming, which in Super Match Bros, Doc's Keys are to punish the openings, look for the 2-frame, win in neutral, and don't forget to taunt. Always. Heading right into the matchup, looking to start this game off quick. Once again, we're having Melfor start off in the beginning for us, as covered before.
Yeah, I mean, having Melfor start, you really don't want to like mix things up if you're doing fine. Mm-hmm. And obviously, Melfor was, I think the only player that actually had a stock advantage as the first player there. So having him be in there first is a strong start, hopefully, for Boise State.
Mm-hmm. Definitely nothing wrong with it, nothing to change. Don't fix it if it ain't broken. And expecting to come out here. And do you think, really, is there anything that the Blue Book needs to change, right? Because obviously they won, but they're obviously expecting Boise State to sort of take some time. They got a breather, they got a break, review a little bit, right? The mentality change. Do you think, as an opposing team going into it, is there anything you personally need to change, or do you keep that same mindset of, all right, let's go through it, right? We have a cushion now. If anything, we could push the game to round 3, right? Do you think we try anything different on their side?
So I think I overheard, but I think Lubbock is subbing one of their players or something, and now we're not going to see the hero again or the person who plays hero.
Okay. Right. Yeah, that could probably be the proper assumption to make.
And it looks like we actually have a lineup here: Laydog, Gunslinger, Melfor, and Curly's. Looks like they were doing a button check or something. So don't get fooled.
Yeah.
That wasn't just them running off 3 times.
Easy dubs. Honestly, it's just a really easy match. They have to try. They're so scared they ended up just running off the ledge. No point in trying.
They ran away in fear.
They did. They ran away in fear. They just they realized that there's no point. There's no point going into it. I feel like starting off, just get into it. Gonna be waiting for this match. Is there anything that I guess you would think sort of needs to be cleaned up? Oh, we actually the Rob coming out in the beginning. We'll get back to that after this. Says we actually have the action, and you just have to listen to me rumble on.
And maybe it'll be a good thing to get this Rob out early. If you're the Pokemon trainer, Ivysaur, just throwing out those leaves, not able to find anything quite yet. Already this Rob is taking advantage of just how powerful this character can be so far.
Sorry, I'm getting some even percentage though. Melfor is up 41 compared to the Rob. The Rob did look rather impressive. Starting off in the beginning, even out the percentage a little bit, gonna go up to 38. The laser beams are gonna connect. One more hit as well. Get the Rob low and get a good combo off. And keep this game within a close advantage point. Oh.
All right, we have Charizard coming in, but Rob says, I predicted that, and takes out the first stock. Taking first blood here for Lubbock Christian. Oh my goodness! That was just a beautiful combo there by the Rob, and now it is a 2-stock advantage, and this Rob is pretty healthy so far. Just continues to wallop this Pokemon trainer.
Still getting so much damage and so much of a combo off. Immediately going to this last stock from Melfor at a higher percentage. Oh! Predicting the change is going to 3-0 Melfor. And that is the Rob walking away with the Game 1 W in the second round.
It's never a good start to get 3-stocked. Obviously, this is not complete forecast of what's to come.
Yeah.
Maybe the other players from Boise State can't deal with this Rob, but when you're at a 3-stock disadvantage this early in the game, you're really not feeling too good. But
no, yeah, and yeah, I think that can speak volumes to really almost any game you're sort of competitively taking part in, and it's mentally destructive more than anything. I feel like yes, I think more than anything it can sort of place the balance and the advantage in Lubbock University's favor, but I feel more than anything it destroys the mental of not only the player but also the team as well. And the biggest advantage of anything I know from being a coach is, even though you may I guess Rocket League sort of the main game to make a comparison, you may lose 5-0, but the biggest thing is even if you do get 3-stocked, right? From your teammates say, yeah, that is what it is. It's in the past. Now we got to deal with it. Now we got to take 3 more back.
Well, their players of Boise State gonna have to step up. See if these Broncos can get back up to speed. And I think it's less about how, I don't want to say this, but how poorly the Pokemon trainer played compared to how phenomenally that Rob was playing.
Yeah.
That Rob had so many reads that were
two of them
really
insane.
good.
Yeah.
Really good. Oh my goodness. So that takes a lot of practice.
Yes.
And obviously, I'm sure this Rob has played against the Pokemon trainer, kind of knows exactly what's going on.
Probably the type of motivation you have, the grudge. They probably got 3-stocked as well from a Pokemon trainer. And said, all right, that's never happening again.
It's never happening.
Yeah, that's never happening again.
The villain origin story.
The villain arc started from there, and then they started playing Rob. Can I make that assumption? They played something else, then they've got 3-stocked, then they started playing Rob.
Yeah, they were probably a Pikachu player or something.
Or it's a valid assumption, I imagine, if I was any more acquainted in knowledge in terms of Smash Bros. But going forward into it, what are you expecting from our follow-up as well? What's our answer back to this?
Well, it looks like it's Palutena. So this is Gunslinger on the Palutena. We'll have to see if this is a successful counter. And right now, Rob is just getting all up in her face, just kind of slamming her, just kind of spamming those basic attacks. Nice damage to counter. But so far, it was a dangerous start for Boise State.
Lasers connected. It's going to get the block out on the spikes. It's going to throw back into them almost, actually. A little bit of damage on the ledge. Keeping it close here. It's going to even out. Explosion does get a little more chip damage, and the laser connects as well. Gunslinger now up to 90 compared to a Rob. 90 as well, back up to an even. Keeps the distance, getting some good damage in this Rob, in a little bit of trouble. A little bit of the sweat. Oh, big kick.
4-stock advantage here now. However, this Rob is 120%. Palutena is going to try and find a ranged spell. Right now, kind of just guarding the ledge. Rob has to be careful. Makes a successful recovery, or so I thought. Now this Palutena is doing a good job guarding. Just wants to make sure that this Rob does not get into melee range, because if he does, this is what happens. He throws out some spikes, or spinning saws, and getting some nice chip damage, 40%. So finally, Rob will have a stock taken off of him.
Now you just got to get 3 more here, close up the round. Spin the weapon, get some damage off. Evening out the percentage, the lasers are going to connect, get a 20 off of that as well. Rob in the close range, don't want to let this happen.
Yeah, this Rob right now is kind of staying away from the Palutena, maybe trying to bait an overconfidence. A nice spell to knock up the Rob. But Rob says, I can do that as well, and now the percentages have flipped. And now they're even. This Palutena is going to have to find some nice ranged spells. But into Rob's spin attack, into the laser, into the saw, and that is another stock taken out.
Big for the side of the Rob here. Still keeping this stock advantage, but hopefully not for long if they're still sitting at 2 here with a lot of percentage to their name. The lasers don't connect either.
Oh, Rob able to successfully shield that. Palutena makes some good damage to break the combo. Lasers will miss. Now this Rob is spinning, trying to set up the zone control. The saw finds the up tilt. And again, he's so heavy that even at 150%, he is not getting knocked up that much. Oh.
Ooh. At 160, the lasers do connect as well. He's going to give this Rob the free range to get on, but not for long as the explosion is going to knock them finally off. But at an 85, it's still looking dangerous.
Yeah,
for Gunslinger.
Pile driver into the up tilt, into the up air. And now, lasers coming through. This Palutena is not going to have a chance to breathe. Rob has been fully unleashed by the fact that he has his percentage reset here. And now if you're Palutena, you're just sweating, trying to get another stock out. Get rid of this monstrous robot.
Is he able to recover though?
Just barely, and now this Palutena's 156% as a light character. That is a death sentence. 170% into the down smash.
This Rob, being an absolute menace, is finally taken down to the last stock though, however. So it's still dangerous nonetheless. Right, we've seen more than anything from the way this Rob plays. Can definitely go into game 3 of round 2, and probably take off one stock as well. So it's really up to our next player, which is most than likely going to be Curly's. Is going to have to dispose of this Rob quickly without taking a lot of damage.
Yeah, you cannot approach this Rob. You cannot get close to him because we've seen he'll spin on you. He'll knock you up into the air. He'll grab you and pile driver you. He's a very violent robot, I will say.
Very. I can see what you mean by what you meant with the annoying, because there seems to be a level of arsenal with not only the close range attacks, with obviously what we talked about, the saws, the spins, the power drives, can also zone, I imagine, a little bit with the spikes, but also the lasers seem to be very annoying with connecting most of the time. Honestly, I think there were more times that it connected than it missed more than anything. So Rob seems like a very versatile character, and I guess being the more experienced out of the two on the desk here, you've got to be the one to make the prediction of what do you see that's going to come out that could potentially give Boise State back the the advantage, and he's cheating.
I'm cheating.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's cheating.
I am cheating.
Disqualified. Disqualified from the Nace cast.
And we do actually have a swap, I believe. I think I saw a King DDD.
Oh.
So maybe that's what you do, is you battle a heavy with another heavy.
Yeah, I imagine that's not a bad thing. You're going to fight fire with fire. You might as well, if there's going to be a close quarters fight, you might as well embrace it. And that's exactly what the call was. They're definitely 100% prediction. Was no cheating there.
Yep. I'm just very good at knowing that it was King DDD. Nobody can prove that I looked off to the side.
Oh, well, I wouldn't say that. Ooh.
Oh, BM, the laser comes through. This Rob is a savage.
Oh.
Oh, maybe. Oh. Nice ledge guard there from the King DDD. Gets some nice damage. However, Rob will take the percentage advantage here. DDD will have to recover. Hits Rob with the mallet. But Rob just decides to fire back. Fires a laser. Things are getting spicy pretty quick. Grapple into the ground, into the air, onto the side. This Rob is just comboing every single player from the Broncos.
Just shows the level of danger that they are, the knowledge they have of this individual character. able to avoid the spikes a little bit, taking the fight a little bit more in the air. Oh, it's going to send the spikes back as well.
Yep, King DDD playing on the ledge, but maybe this is not the position you want to be. Gets hit by the spike. Disrupts the recovery into another spike, another saw. And this Rob is just being a nuisance to the Broncos. King DDD 180%, has to play so carefully if he wants to maintain this stock, but maybe he can't. Maybe he just needs to reset. Fires the saw back, but Rob manages to get a laser in. And now, again, just playing on this ledge, it is such a dangerous game that Laydog is playing.
There it is. Able to finish it off without taking a single stock off there. Finally seeing the momentum slow back. This Rob was able to take off successfully 6 stocks by themselves while only losing 2 eventually. And
yeah,
I think that's perfectly what Laydog needed to do is win that game without losing a single stock.
Get that Rob out of here. Get that Rob.
Exactly. And now, which we did see. I think it was the only other character really that showed a lot of danger for the other 2 players that they played from BSU was the Link as well. We saw the Link was also pretty annoying and ended up doing a lot of damage to our roster as well.
Yeah. So fun fact, he's actually called Rob because he robs your HP bar. No, I'm kidding. I actually don't know what it stands for.
It's definitely an acronym. It definitely stands for something.
It stands for something.
It stands for something. If it doesn't stand for something, that's just lame on the side of whoever created that character. But going into it, do you think now it's Low Bix University, right? It's the ball's in their court, on their side of the court, right? They have the opportunity. What do you think they go for here? What do you think? They have the fullest stock advantage. I think it's still a 6 stock advantage now, or 3?
6? No,
it's
3.
It's 3 now. Yeah, it was 6. It was 6. It was maintained back then.
And more importantly, Laydog was at 186%.
Yes.
But in the crew battle, when the next player comes in, goes down to 0. So that's like a hidden advantage of when you make those risky plays and you pull them off, so that you essentially get a stock for free.
Which
in that sense.
I'm honestly surprised I didn't see the Rob play a little more risky as well. You only have 1 stock. I understand sort of the want of I really want to secure this 1 stock because I understand that I don't have much room to play with. In terms of after this fight, if I lose it here, it's over. But I'm surprised I didn't see a lot more risky plays. I'm surprised I didn't just see some insane risk on the ledge guard.
Oh. I've just gotten confirmation that Rob stands for Robotic Operating Buddy.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
Okay, so it does stand for something.
I imagine why buddy. I imagine that's more of a lore thing right there of why it was buddy. Because I would imagine
he wasn't your buddy, and he wasn't our buddy.
It's not my buddy. That's all I know. I'd actually be curious to find out why it's buddy instead of body. Because I imagine for a robot, that makes more sense.
Yeah, and this is kind of what I was going to predict, is that you bring in the King K rule, kind of see how he fares against this King DDD. It's the Battle of the Kings, so we're going to see some regicide tonight. We'll have to see who is successful. So far, it's King DDD.
Who has the crown, though? Wow, going quickly up to 136, sparing no mercy for his King K rule.
Yeah, already 150% here. This King K rule is just getting zoned so hard. I think he just got his own crown thrown at him.
That's exactly what it was. Okay. It's a little bit
Underbuzz comes through. Giant cannonball so far. Laydog's doing a good job of neutralizing the lead that Lubbock Christian has.
Belly flop doesn't land. The crawl is going to get a little bit damage off. Underbuzz doesn't find any value out of it. K roll sitting at a cool 80 compared to a 99 here. 86 now. Sucker Punch didn't land as well. Downbeat, nothing to it as well. Back at an even tie line here with Laydog having the full advantage in terms of stock count. Oh, wow.
Laydog punishing the attempted ledge guard. Gets the stock out from his King K rule. And this is so close to parity here. for Boise State, for the Broncos. They'd be so happy. Oh. So at best, it will be a one-stock disadvantage, but still, that's nothing to sweat at when you realize where you were coming from.
Yes, exactly. It's going to show us how fast this game can change as well. The blendless shot was redirected back at the crown.
Yeah.
Some equal exchange of damage here. The spikes are getting great value out of it as well. Blendless redirected once again.
Oh,
and
into
the
the
spikes.
spike. Wow. Oh my goodness. And the up tilt. And oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Just this control that Laydog is doing here is so phenomenal. We'll get hit by the belly bop. But this King K. Rool just manages to be a spike magnet here. And every time he uses the cannonball, just seems to not be successful. This man is angry though, but Laydog sends him back, 172%. Now things are looking very precarious for the King K. Rool.
This charge and the belly flops are finding value currently right now. Sitting at the higher percentage, getting a good little combo off. Getting 8% from that, dodging the sucker punch as well. Gonna counter the belly flop. Oh, and there it is. And there's finally the regain from what was a devastating lead for the side of Lubbock Christian is now merely a one-stock lead for them.
One-stock lead. So, that King K. Rool. I don't want to make too many assessments, but I feel like that King K. Rool really might be the weaker or the weak player of Lubbock Christian. So maybe you just send him in there and say, hey, we have an advantage. So even if we, you know, get 3 stocks, the worst case is we're back to even. But now the gloves are off, and I think Lubbock Christian's going to come in swinging.
Yeah.
And Broncos better be prepared.
Yeah, especially I'm more than curious with your over here about that sub position as well. Is what does that sub mean? Because traditionally, I mean, I know at least in most competitive esports that I've really casually been a part of, you don't really sub a whole lot of the roster. And, you know, once again, not too adverse in Smash Bros. Knowledge, but they may see the roster that Boise State has and had somebody in the back line that might be a bigger counter for the way that one of these Boise State players performs. Now I'm just a little more interested and curious in terms of what is that sub player going to play, right? Because we're pretty positive on what was going to be brought out. We knew a Rob was there. We knew a King K. Rool was there. We know a hero and a Link, but the hero subbed out. So now it's sort of just a Link and a mystery hero. So we're back to that round 1 mentality of, and they know what Laydog's got. They know what they know the skill level that Laydog's got as well. So yeah, I'm really curious to see what's about to come out from this Lubbock Christian University team.
Well, and that's the thing, is that, like, when you're making substitutions in Super Smash Bros., it's not like you're subbing in somebody like, you know, I'll level with you here in the game, that it's not like Rocket League where if you sub somebody in, it's just they might perform better or worse.
Yeah.
Where if you sub in somebody in Super Smash Bros., if they play a different character, they play a different style, and we see the Link, then you can completely and radically change the strategy.
Yeah, 100%. As you mean that the substitution can do that? It can radically change it, or?
Radical change is either good or bad.
Yeah. We will definitely see, but this is more than likely the same Link player that we saw beforehand.
Yeah.
So it's a mystery still to us of who that substitution is.
And really keeping us on the edge of our feet.
Oh, yeah. Feet?
Is that not the expression?
I've heard seat before.
Edge of our seat.
Yeah, you're gonna call me out for the Curly's thing. I'm gonna call you out for feet.
Okay.
We're even. Back to even. All right.
I really hope nobody clips that.
Back to friends. Back to friends.
All right. Anyway, so far this Link again is just playing keep away against this King DDD. A spike will come through. Oh,
Ooh, disconnect.
Gets hit by the ledge guard. Well played by Laydog. And Link isn't able to make a recovery, and now we're back to even stocks here. However, this King DDD is at 120%. Has to be careful.
Yeah, it definitely could be dangerous, but being the heavier character compared to a light character could give them advantage. A single combo that Laydog's able to pull out could mean all the difference, but currently right now, King DDD not able to find that combo. Perhaps the miracle play they're looking for. Keeping the distance, playing annoying like. Oh, man.
The up air finishes off Leodog. And now one stock remaining for this King DDD. Again, Lubbock Christian taking the lead. Link only at 23%. Shields the spikes.
Ooh.
Looks like we kind of have some neutral gameplay here.
Yeah. Once again, a segment that we have quite no idea how to describe or call it.
Garbage time.
Garbage time. That's a solid title right there. Ooh. Yeah. Spikes are deflected. Able to get off the ledge here. Boomerang sent back. Ooh. The arrow is stopped.
Yeah.
So still not a half percentage here, though. I feel like nobody quite has the clear advantage yet. So we're just trading blows back and forth, really.
Leodog has to be careful. Already at 86%. This Link is pretty healthy.
Yeah.
Seems like King DDD has just been floating in the air much more recently. Is trying to play it a bit more slow. Changing up the strategy. Dodges the boomerang for now. This Link, it just wants to find the setup. But Leodog is not humoring him for now. Link will get eaten.
Okay.
Blocks one, but gets grappled. A lot of damage coming through. And they're basically even percentage is literally 0.1%. Well,
not anymore.
Not anymore. But
I feel like this Link now has to be the one super careful on how they play this, because they're at that higher percentage. They've already and Leodog's already demonstrated they are a dangerous character to play against, especially on this King DDD, and does get the hit. The boomerang is going to find it as well.
Yeah.
Once again, back at this even percentage, like mere 10% difference. Sit on the ledge. That grenade has yet to go off, posing a little bit of threat. Oh, and the spike's going to find it. Put King DDD back in the advantage, as they're quite doing the same now. Wow.
Oh, Spike gets kicked, and now both sides are guarding the ledge. But Leodog is just faster. Manages to get the stock. But now,
wow,
he gets upbeat, and spin attack finishes him off. And Olmec Christian will have a one-stock advantage going into the final character for Boise State.
Yeah, and we know, and this Link's been in the same position before as well, being in this two-stock advantage, this one-stock advantage as well, and as has previously shown their ability to cause some damage, to still take one stock off as well, and perhaps give their third round, their fourth round player a big advantage going into it. But it's also really up to Curly's now as that final player in a hot seat almost. We like to call it the hot seat. Now it really is. Like, it's match point. This is do or do not. There is no try. I don't know. It just happened. It just happened. We're gonna move on. Okay,
Yoda.
I'm not that old and I'm not that green. All right.
All right. And we're gonna see Lubbock Christian gonna spend the $950, open up that mystery box, and we're gonna have to see. I mean, if what I overheard was correct, whether it would be pretty embarrassing to see Hero come through. And there wasn't a substitution, or maybe there is a substitution. We'll still see Hero.
Maybe we're the ones that are being bamboozled here. In terms of, I have a feeling what we sort of talked about before, what Curly's would bring out. You know nothing about this next player, right? So I imagine, I guess we're still on the Link, right? But what do you think Curly's needs to bring out to perhaps counter out the Link, right?
Not Ken.
I think that's a lesson they learned from last time. So there's not going to be a Ken. We know that for sure. Do you think it's going to be Sephiroth?
I mean, Sephiroth would be a good character, but I think that's something that Gunslinger plays. So I don't know if Season Curly's plays that. I will be curious to see what he actually does play.
Yeah.
And the screen brightness is deceiving.
Yeah, it's.
Well, I think he already selected the character.
I do have a question.
Okay.
In terms of for maps, is there an advantage to choosing a specific map for a specific player and their play style, the one they make with the character? Or is it more or less, same as music, it's more or less a feel kind of thing, more of a...
Honestly, with the map playset that you're allowed to use, I'm assuming for like NACE Star League, it's nothing too crazy. It's like what, Pokemon Stadium, like that Animal Crossing map. It's like platforms, but they don't move, and you'll have not that many of them. It's not like those maps where you have this entire arena and there's like an underground area and there's a place up in the sky. So, I mean, but it's not Final Destination either.
Yeah.
So I mean, I would say that really the map doesn't make that much of a difference.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, because I imagine especially in a competitive scene as well, you don't want something that changes or it has a whole lot of variables in it, because more than likely you want something to stay consistent. I could see that, yeah. I know for sure we got to shut this link down before they gain any level of momentum and start kind of gaining the advantage, even more than an advantage, because they have the stock advantage right now. They hold it. You don't want them to get an even bigger one than that and make this round 4 player job even easier.
Yeah,
if we get to that.
Chain is only as strong as its weakest link.
That is. But
this link is pretty strong, so.
Yeah, this link more than ever. This link's got to find the power, find the inner rage, I guess, or the fire to call to them and clutch up the matchup.
Definitely.
Still sort of sitting around. Yeah. I can't get the substitution out of my head. I really can't.
I'm just left in suspense. I want to know. See, Seasoned Curly is just getting in there. He can't hear us. He has those AirPods in. Watch out, Curly's. Watch out, Curly's his link. I don't know. I should. And we also have Waldo in the audience.
It's in pretty plain sight, honestly. It's pretty bad.
Oh, so you were more correct than I was.
I'll be honest. I cheated though. I saw it on the screen. I was looking over your shoulder and I saw it. So I'll be honest.
Yeah. So I mean, Sephiroth. Link has a long sword, but Sephiroth has a longer sword. Fun fact, did you know that sword is called an Odachi?
Yes, I do, because the last time that a Sephiroth was on stream for us, that was a conversation that was had on desk. I do vividly remember that. That's the one thing I remember, yes.
Yeah, but so far, we just kind of have a little bit of a battle of the blades going on in the neutral game. Sephiroth really good at snapping his fingers, but Link with the bow into the boomerang combo is getting the better of the trade.
Trying to find an opening here. Right now, Curly's not sitting. He's 99 right now compared to a 44 on this Link. Ooh. Suffering from a lot of damage here. One stock. Are they playing with the full advantage? Not anymore. They're up to this 86%. They've got to play a little more cautious.
Yeah. Oh. Stock taken out, and again, Lubbock Christian will maintain their stock lead. These charge spells coming through. Big explosion, no effect so far, but if you're Lubbock Christian, if you're this Link, you're just going to try and get a stock off if you can. But it looks like Curly's does not want that to happen. We'll have to see if it is successful for either side.
Ooh. Ground pound's able to come into effect, and it's going to get a little bit of damage and a combo off the boomerang following up as well. Blocked on the second attempt, though. Block as well, doesn't connect. Oh, that could have been the finishing move.
Parry, but it doesn't even matter. And now Sephiroth's at 94%, has to be careful. Takes too much damage. This Link will finish him off. Oh, beautiful deflect. Oh, into the up air. And this is going to be a 2 stock lead at the very minimum. Curly's is the final hope here. As one stock, he'll have to pull off the miracle. But this Link does not want that to happen. Lubbock Christian does not want it to happen. 160%, and now even as Link dies, he just says, my job here is done. Finish it up.
Yeah, it's a little heartbreaking for the 2 stocks to be taken off, but you know the Link was able to do it with with the one in their corner as well. So, you know, what's to say BSU cannot replicate the same results as well. Man, we finally get to see it.
We finally get to see
the suspense while climbing ever higher, you know, as we get closer to it. But we'll finally get to see exactly what the substitution play is and what they play, or maybe that's how they play. Maybe, you know, maybe who knows? Maybe they toss the game. Maybe they're really
check
bad.
PayPal.
Yeah, exactly. Check your
PayPal.
PayPal. Yeah, exactly.
PayPal.
Got some.
Wait, why do we hear boss music playing? No, I'm kidding.
There's a mist of fog that shows up in front of their screen. They have to reach through it to finally enter the battle. I don't know where I'm going on with that. Yeah, that was a weak segment.
Going through fog to enter a battle. Where have I heard this one before? If you know, you know.
What do you think? What do you think?
It's a Persona 4 reference, but
no, it was not. No.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. I swear to you, it's not.
Well,
totally different game.
Okay, well, another one we're going through the fog. I don't know, Silent Hill or something.
No, yeah. You probably won't. Not even on the same genre, honestly. Actually,
tell me.
Dark Souls.
Dark Souls. Oh, I'm not a Souls-like person.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Fair. That's fair.
Listen,
yeah, that's why
I prefer my sanity in check. So.
I more or less question your sanity now.
Question my sanity?
Yeah.
Sanity restored. You didn't seem to appreciate. You didn't seem to appreciate that joke.
No, that one. Yeah, you know what? I'm surprised, honestly, I haven't pulled up more puns. Quite honestly, I think from the amount of times I've listened to a Smash podcast, I am a little disappointed. Noah.
I'm sorry.
I'm expecting at least one more pun of this matchup before the end of the stream.
Well, once I see the character, I'll know for sure.
Okay, solid. But we do have our team strategizing a little bit, making sure everything is in order, making sure all the ducks line up to make sure that we can clutch out this final one. Down to a last stock here compared to a 3-stock advantage here. It's definitely, you know, a dim light at the end of the corridor, but nevertheless, it can happen. You have to be utterly sure of yourself in this last minute. The mental's got to be there. You've got to be in the moment.
Okay. I don't want to harsh on your analogy, but don't you see lights at the end of the tunnel, like when you're dying?
Yeah, you know, yeah.
Are you trying to say something about our Boise State players?
No, it could be the same thing as, like, you know, the lights at the end of the tunnel when you're running towards it, right? You're running towards the light at the last second. It's the last hope.
Okay, all right. Every cloud has its silver lining. Don't pronounce our players DOA, Colin.
No, I was. Oh, you did. Okay, maybe I was the only one that got that one, but no, that's a matter of perspective right there. That's semantics right there for you.
True, you're thinking positively. That's my fault for thinking negatively.
Glass half full.
Oh, we see Bowser.
What does this pick tell you? Right off the bat.
Tells me that it's Bowsing time. Bowsed all over him.
Getting the stock resets.
Did you know Bowser was voiced by Jack Black?
Yes, I did. For the new hit Super Mario Brothers movie.
Yeah. So far, this Bowser isn't able to find effective contact. Oh my God! 60% already. Just finds the stun into the big explosion. And if you're going to make the comeback, this is where it's going to happen. This is where heroes are made. This Bowser hasn't found anything yet. But all he needs to do is get one stock. We'll see if that's happening. Oh my goodness. Body slam does come down though.
A whole 100% more than that. I imagine the worst thing that could happen here is that from the things I do know, Bowser does have the ability to sort of grab and then slam down. So I imagine the worst thing that could happen for Curly's here is being grabbed on the edge and just sent off the map because this Bowser has the stock advantage. It would put an end to the game. But as of right now, this Bowser's getting closer and closer to losing the first stock.
The explosion coming through. This is a good start. Into the up tilt, into the KO.
They've down to the second one, but at 62%, not horrible, not amazing, and the combo is going to get some chip damage in. Nothing too bad. Not going to panic too much about it.
Right now, Sephiroth sees 3.6 Runken, not great, not terrible. But at 94%, 108%, this is where things start to get a little dicey. You cannot afford to take even trades. You have to get the best of them. Bowser comes in with a body slam, and it is so desperate for the Broncos, but if anybody can do it, it's Season Curly's. But the shell spin comes through. 146% to 16%. That Odachi needs to find its mark and needs to find it soon. And it won't. So unfortunately, Lubbock Christian will take the series 2-0. But the Broncos taking it to the final stock, I believe, in both sets.
Final four each time, and just keeping it so close and just not able to close out at the end of the day. But Idaho Army National Guard is the proud supporter of Boise State Esports. Top players are presented by the Army National Guard, who invites you to take your present critical thinking skills in real time with more than 10 jobs, offering a $20K bonus and your degrees of choice paid for. Reach out to them at Twitch @IGuard Gaming. Getting right into the conversation, I believe, of player of the game. I feel like if I had to pick the two, it's either Melfor at the beginning of the series, right, performing really well, especially as the Pokemon trainer, or eventually being Leodog, cleaning up these last stocks. That was a pretty big disadvantage for Boise State. Ended up turning into a very winnable game. And what are your predictions?
In terms of rallying power, I'm going to say Leodog. But if I say Leodog and it actually is Leodog, I already know Smash players are going to yell because they think it's rigged that Leodog gets it every time, which I don't know. But I think Melfor did really good too, especially in the first round.
I
think a lot of the players did very well.
No, yeah, definitely. I think everyone sort of contributed to keeping this series so close. Ooh,
it's Melfor. Changing it up for a bit.
Yeah.
It is not rigged, Smash players.
Yeah, this beginning Pokemon, though, trainer was just so big. Ended up being such an advantageous spot to take, especially as a Charger. I think at this point, honestly, I think this one stock honestly lasted so long as well.
Definitely.
But Melfor is your Idaho Central player of the game. Brought to you by Idaho Central Union, who believes a great player makes a team more successful, just like Idaho Central is helping members achieve financial success. Melfor is your Idaho Central Credit Union player of the game.
Melfor, a new addition to the Smash roster, came in tryouts and kind of dominated a little bit. Kind of showed that he had what it took to survive. I mean, he was... I think he's primarily a Bowser player, but I've seen a lot of Pokemon trainer too now.
Yeah.
So,
formidable. Never a bad thing to have a very versatile set. But before we close out everything, do you got any final thoughts for the series, for the game as overall?
Boise State, keep your head up. It was a very close-fought match. You're obviously in another division, in a higher division from where you were, Varsity Plus into Varsity Premier. And so it will take some time to actually find your level. Just keep practicing. And to Lubbock Christian, congratulations. You played really well, too.
Yep.
So that's all I got to say.
Yeah, 100%. It was definitely a very quality game and a very good one to take it out. But to end it all out and to end our broadcast, we have the top 5 plays of the game, which are presented by the Idaho National Guard, who invites you to take your impressive critical thinking skills in real time with more than 20 different jobs, or more 10 different jobs, offering a $20K bonus and your degree of choice paid for. The Idaho National Guard is the best team out for you out there. So reach out to them at Twitch @IGuard Gaming. To everyone, have a very good night, and congratulations to our team, and GG's to everybody that participated. Now the top 5. Enjoy it. Peace.
Two stock lead at the very minimum. Curly's is the final hope here. As one stock, he'll have to pull off the miracle. But this Link does not want that to happen. Lubbock Christian does not want it to happen. 160%, and now even as Link dies, now this Palutena is doing a good job guarding. Just wants to make sure that this Rob does not get into melee range, because if he does, this is what happens. He throws out some spikes, or spinning saws, and getting some nice chip damage. 40%.
Who has the crown, though? Wow, going quickly up to 136, sparing no mercy for his King K. Rool.
Yeah, already 150% here. This King K rule is just getting zoned so hard. I think he just got his own through, and King K rule kind of getting walked here. Some shielding coming through, kind of a little bit of the neutral game. As both sides are playing it a little slow, but then the Charizard comes through, battle of the heavies. We'll see if this ledge guard is successful.
Beautiful.
Down smash!
Do it as well. Back at an even tie line here with Leodog having the full advantage in terms of stock count. Oh, wow.
Leodog punishing the attempted ledge guard. Gets the stock out from his